Yes. That's perfect. Open with a cough. Hey, folks, I'm the Serious JG. God, it's been like over a week now. I still feel like I feel fine, and I'm still have little bits. I had a terrible, really rough cold. Like, tested, it's not COVID, but it was pretty rough. And now I feel like I'll be coughing for the next month, just sporadically. But last time, we completed the main quest in Luxarion. There are still side quests to do, including like a big old dragon that kicked our butt. But let's see if our rewards from this quest will be substantial. We've been getting rewards like plus 10 hit points, plus 1 magic, plus 1 physical, plus 1 maximum EP, 240 hit points, 10 ATB, 84 strength, 70 magic. This is more like it. Luxarion, the Cathedral Strength, or Saint. Strength? I mean, it starts with an S. That's about it, JG. The Cathedral in Luxarion is home to a saint. She is heavily guarded, and she's Veneel, as you can see. And the only way to meet her is late at night. To get into the cathedral then, you will need to first clear up a little problem for her servant, Eremiah, who can be found near the entrance of the cathedral. Try visiting the cathedral between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. to meet Eremiah. So we've got very little time if we want to do that now, but let's try. Let's try. Let's try. Go to my 2014 save or my 2022 save. Let's go to 2022.
Light? How did you know he was gonna do that? I was sure he was about to kill you. Did you sense something?
I didn't know. I took a gamble on him and hoped he'd come up with the right answer. Lucky for us, he did.
Light, you have to be in the Ark at 6 o'clock every morning to regulate.
Okay, let's use Chronostasis. And we are going to make a mad dash for the Holy District and try to trigger this quest that they want us to do. We also have a new Knight of Etro has Overture, which does what? Arsenal of 1. We could switch over to Shadowhunter. Increase our stagger power. Excuse me. Jump. Finishing move for beatdown will transform it to the powerful jump ability. Right now, with the red mage, we're using Sickle of the Faithful, which has Protect Thief. Unleash heavy slash on an enemy affected by Protect Shell or Vigilance and steal the effect for yourself. But we don't have heavy slash, which is why that's not doing anything. If we switch to Liberator, that's what it came with. That gives us better overall stats, but no auto abilities. Or Shadow Hunter still gives us better stats and jump. But we don't have beatdown as an ability, I believe. So Sickle the Faithful, that'll be useful if I find something with heavy attack. But this meanwhile has better stagger power. But yeah, we actually want to stick with our default weapons here, surprisingly enough. Now we're extremely low on hit points, but I still want to save all of my... Oh, that's right, I forgot you can run.
I don't ever want to be associated with them.
Those scumbags. So we're missing little side quests, like... I don't want to mess with you right now, buddy. I've got other things I'm concentrating on. You've got a quest, though.
Hey, little missy. How about a drink?
Looks like you've
Luckily,
already had enough for both of us.
Luckily, I have not granted you permission to be down at that
I'm
level.
just barely getting started here. You want to know why? Ask my dearly departed fiancée. She left me standing there like a fool at the altar.
Do you really blame her?
Was this recent?
Who
I mean,
wants
all
to
of you
marry
guys
a
live forever,
drunkard?
right?
You got it all wrong, honey. I started drinking after she left me. Everything is...
Before that, I was an IV drug user.
You probably won't believe me when I tell you, but I used to command a whole legion of the Order's finest men. Those days,
Then I started wearing
was
this
the
weird
top of the
striped
world.
shirt.
Nothing could bring me down.
Then why did your fiancé leave you? You must have some idea.
Not even the foggiest. Me and Filiana.
Maybe she's just not a good
we were
person.
so in love.
Or she's really afraid of commitment, and
Then she
to the
disappeared
degree that
and
she
never came back.
ran away from it
She
without
disappeared
really
out of the blue.
considering what it would do to
Are
him.
you sure something didn't happen to her? You did look for her, didn't you?
Oh, of course
Nah.
I did. From the palace in Usna
Oh, of
to the
course
edge
I
of the
did.
wildlands. I searched for decades, but I never even heard a whisper of Filiana. And when I described her, no one had ever even seen her pass through. My Filiana
She
was
must have
a
had her
looker.
hair dyed a
No
different
one could
color.
have forgotten seeing her. We were the happiest two people could be. But
I
then
thought we would be a happy
I
couple.
crashed down from heaven to hell. There's no salvation to be found in this world. No God or Savior to deliver us.
And if there's no salvation, then there's no hope.
Can you honestly
Yeah, that's
tell me
right. That
I'm
weird
wrong?
guy who gives you codec instruction doesn't
Show me
exist.
where there's any hope in this place. What? You're gonna find my Filiana for me and prove me wrong?
Nope. Other things to do. Down in the warren at the bottom of Mangled Hill slumps a forlorn former officer with a sad tale to tell. His name is Lackley. He was abandoned on his wedding day by his bride-to-be. For decades he searched for his fair Filiana to no avail. He's given up hope. But now, perhaps lightning could succeed, but he could not. So I guess I'll just keep an eye out for her as we
I'd be
wander
willing to
around,
at
but
least try. If there's still hope in this world, it has to be found. You have to look for it.
Ha! You're a tough chick with a good
you just
heart.
got done telling me you were going to find it. What the hell?
That's good enough for me.
I said I was willing to try, and I meant it. Where was the last place you saw what was certainly your better half?
You're actually
Oh
going
man,
to
she
go
used to be really
somewhere?
drunk. I got started
Filiana
getting
and
drunk
I
later,
both
hoping to
worked
win her
in
back.
back in those days. She was a fantastic cook. Her skills got her a job at a swanky restaurant where all the foodies went.
Did you check out the restaurants in Yusnan? It's possible she's working in one.
Oh, you don't
You
get how
don't think he would've
desperate I
tried
was
that?
back then. I checked every lead I could get my hands on, but I found nothing.
I'll go back and check them again.
What? You will? You would do that? For a stranger? I don't know what to say. Here.
Speaking of the stranger, my hand's pretty numb, and I'm feeling kind of lonely, so if you don't
Seeing
mind.
it just reminds me of her, but I don't have the courage to throw it away.
I got Lackley's ring. Okay. Light, you don't have time for this bullshit. Let him go. It's only a 2-star quest. The rewards aren't going to be worth it. Oh, there's another monster. Okay. Nice to know that they're everywhere. Oh, and I do need to cut this direction too. So it might be... Oh, but this isn't gonna work. Crap. I have to... There's an altitude issue here I wasn't thinking of. I'm still not gonna fight that guy. You guys deal with him if you want to. Oh no, I lost track of the time. My Chronostasis wore off. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna look, because that bang, bang, boing sound I thought was the sound of Chronostasis, but it's not. That's just the sound that's being made because my hit points are critical. Uh-huh. Yeah, whatever. Dev went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul seed. Getting decent at dodging those guys, though. All right. Let's
You
talk to
seem a
you.
bit troubled.
Yes, it's true, I am, but I don't know that it's something I'd feel comfortable discussing with a stranger.
Look, I know I'm a stranger, but I'm a good stranger. I just got done having some guy give me his wedding ring so I could help search for his wife that's been missing for 100 years.
Fine. I wouldn't want to force you to talk.
My, oh, you are a rather frank one, aren't you, miss? It's not that I've been
But you
sworn to
just
silence
said you
or
didn't want to
anything.
talk to me.
Quite the opposite. I feel like I've got to tell someone. Let me start from the
I've been
beginning.
sworn to
I am
non-silence.
Eremiah, one of the blessed members of the Order tasked with looking after Lady Veneel.
Did you say Vanille?
Vanille? Whoop! No, in fairness, Lightning hasn't had all these uh, not like expository like glimpses of what this person looks like. Like Lightning has no reason to think this is Vanille. They've just been hitting us over the head with it.
Yes, our Lady Veneel. The one and only holy saint who has been gifted with the mysterious ability to hear the cries of the dead that are carried on the winds of chaos.
Oh, so she's
Vanille,
that kid
the
from The
saint?
Sixth Sense.
Yes, well the fact is that
Oh, I
the
thought
Holy
she seemed
One
like
is
she was gonna
particularly
grow up to be a real
attached to one
slutster.
particular belonging. A small stone that she always carries.
I'm guessing it's no regular piece of rock.
You're quite right.
The Rock
It seems like
says it's
something
not a
really
regular piece
special
of the
that
rock.
reflects the light with a rainbow iridescence. But several days ago, that very stone was stolen by some reprehensible thief. Ever since its
No, not one of those
disappearance, the
honorable
poor
thieves. It
saint
wasn't the
has hardly
gentleman
said a
thief,
word.
Trilby.
She's completely withdrawn.
She can't find the thief?
Find the thief? The
Well,
holy
does
saint?
Vanille seem like she'd be
She cannot
competent to
leave
do
the
anything
cathedral.
without help?
It is completely out of the question.
I see. So you keep your precious saint locked up like some sort of criminal or animal.
You son of a bitch!
You say too much. Well,
And then she
the
pulls
only
a
reason
dagger
the
and
saint is kept
stabs
in the
you.
cathedral is for her own safety and protection.
She can't be trusted with herself.
Yes.
Oh no,
that's
she'd
it,
she'd do
exactly.
terrible things to
If
herself.
what you say is true and she never leaves the cathedral, then only other Order members could have gotten to her.
You're suggesting that a member of the Order stole the saint's precious belonging? You could not be more wrong.
Yep.
It's impossible.
Then you admit
So the
others
belonging
into the
has not been
cathedral to
stolen
see
at
your
all.
saint, do you?
There is an outfit which is allowed to enter to make their deliveries, but their staff always
That's
go
right,
through a thorough
DHL are
inspection.
the thieves.
They couldn't even sneak out a pebble if they tried.
There's an exception to every
What
rule.
if they hit it in their stomach
Where do I
cavity
find
like
them?
Solid Snake hit cigarettes
I
that
wish
one
I
time?
could tell you, but I don't know. I think they work out of the warehouse district.
I guess I thought we were going to get more out of this than we did. In the Cathedral Plaza of the Holy District, Lightning encounters Eremiah, a member of the Order, who gives Lightning some news about her old ally Veneel. Apparently, Veneel is being kept under close watch by the Order side elders, who have designated her a saint. Unfortunately, a stone that she treasured has been stolen, and this has plunged her into despondency. There are a few leads, but it might be worth questioning the warehouse employees down in the warehouse district first. Yeah, I thought it would be a big deal to try to sneak this in before we're returned at 6 a.m., but it's actually leading to a longer quest, so.
Oh, you are far too kind. Just knowing that there are such generous souls searching will surely put the saint at ease.
So I don't know if that was really as valuable as I thought it was going to be. So 10 a.m. to 6 a.m. to meet the saint, which is marked here because it is an important quest, but it seems to me unlikely that I will get... I don't think I'm going to get my... to the warehouse district and get everything done in time. We're gonna save just in case. But I'm probably better off saving those EP to acquire items once we get back to Bunavelza headquarters. Like, I could use Chronostasis to get all the way to the warehouse district, but what is that going to do? Well, let's try it. Why not? Let's see what happens. I just have to keep an eye on that clock, and when it stops flashing, I'm going to want to... do this. No, not Kiraga. Because you reach a point where you're powerful enough to grind and get Chronostasis back. That's where we eventually want to be. You'll be able to kill enemies during Chronostasis in order to keep Chronostasis looped, and then you never lose time and can do all the off-screen combat that your little heart desires. But I don't think we're there yet. The enemies around here don't give you enough EP for battle. And we don't know exactly who we want to talk to when we get here either. There's Salandra, but it looks like it's the wrong time of day for her quest because that,
What's the story with
you
the
the guy?
box?
Well, it was given to us by a customer, but they must have forgotten
love
to
the
address
box.
Why don't you just give it back to that customer?
it. Well, that's where things get a bit sticky, you see. One of our new lads...
But anyway,
found the
go
package.
talk to Vanille. This
Said
is the
some
right
bigwig from the
quest.
cathedral gave it to him. Asked if we could hold it for a while.
From the cathedral, huh? Let me guess. That bigwig is tied to the saint somehow, aren't they?
How'd you know that?
No, it's
That's
the bishop.
amazing. The new lad was delivering packages to the saint's quarters when he met this person. Never even got their name or anything. We've really stuck our foot in it
Well,
now.
what the hell kind of
The
operation are
Order's
you
one of our
running?
biggest customers. We can't go back and admit we took a package from someone there without checking it.
I may be able to help you out. I'm looking for something that was taken from the cathedral. I'd like to check that box. If it's there, I'll return it myself. I'll
Oh,
take
you want to
full
check Vanille's box, huh?
responsibility for it.
I'd
Weirdo.
love to let you
That's
take
what
a
she
look,
always thought
but
Zaz
I
was
haven't
up
been able
to.
get it open. I'm thinking it's gonna have to be smashed open at this rate.
Fine.
Well, that's a
I
great
can handle
idea.
that.
Take a mystery package
Wait,
from the
what?
capital
Hold
and
on.
smash it.
Seriously? You're kidding, right?
No, not really.
What the hell kind of tie is he wearing? Break open the boxes.
Looks like there's
Okay.
a lot more to this than I know. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna look the other way on this one.
Yeah, what the hell was that? Was kind of a weird quest, but we got what we wanted, and I'm surprised. Like, I thought we would not be able to do this quest on time, but it looks like we're gonna get this. We're gonna sneak in and see Veneel. Uh-oh. We will continue to try and ignore this dragon. Although, we might be powerful enough to fight it now, but I want to do this Veneel quest first, because this is definitely some kind of plot thing we're doing with sneaking in to see Veneel. I don't know if it'll give us an immediate reward of new stats, but it does feel like it's advancing the main story, so we should try to get it done. Alright, yeah, I might be able to surprise myself. This might go a lot more... I thought it was just a fool's errand to attempt this, but now it's starting to seem like we can actually finish our business in Luxarian for now. And after we do our, rendezvous with Hope in Bunavelza headquarters, Crystal Metal, we can find some other place to go hang out for a while. Maybe pursue Snow Quest, or go someplace that we've never been at all. Now, for all intents and purposes, we haven't been to Yuznan, which is where Snow's Quest takes place. We went straight into the palace for the the preamble section of the story. If memory serves, when we go back to Yuznan, we won't be able to get into the palace, and most of the story of Yuznan will be doing quest things to get back into that palace so we can have a plot deal with Snow. So if, for all intents and purposes, we haven't really been there, but I'm treating it like it's a place we've already been in my mind.
Hey, is this
Hand
the
it over.
stone that Veneel's missing?
Oh, this
I found it in
rainbow
some random
sparkle,
boxes.
this
is kind of a dumb
yes,
quest.
This is it exactly. The saint will be thrilled to have it back, I'm sure.
I don't know how close you are with Vanille, but do you know why she cares so much about that particular stone?
I do.
She's
The
kind of an
saint
idiot.
confided
It's just a
the truth to
shiny
me when
stone.
it appeared lost forever. She told me that
Oh, it's a
this
chunk of the
stone,
crystal
this
that she was
very
turned into
stone,
when she was a monster.
was held clutched in her hand when she awoke from her Chronostasis 13 years ago. She claims this stone
Meanwhile,
holds a special power.
lightning's...
Every once in a very rare while, it shows a glimpse of the precious family
but
who
it's
is
still
lost to
visible.
her now.
At least it was when I
can
started
tell
to say
she
that
cares
sentence
for
and then
them
trailed
with
off.
all her heart.
Family. She must have meant Fang.
Oh
You
my!
mean your love interest?
You know of Lady Fang? Yes, it seems
My
quite
husband,
possible
Fang!
that the saints sometimes get a glimpse of Lady Fang in the facets of that stone.
I can see why the stone
Yeah,
meant so
she's,
much to her. Tell
pretty nutty.
Vanille I'm glad she has it back safe and sound.
Oh, I
Also
couldn't
that I'm
possibly
lightning and
give
that
her
she should be
mess.
as interested in meeting me
But
as I
you will
am.
have the chance to tell her yourself.
Huh?
The Holy Saint herself has expressed an interest in seeing you. And so I was asked
She
to give
communicated
you
it
this.
telepathically while you were wandering around finding that rock. Service entrance key.
A key.
This is a copy of the key that unlocks the service entrance to the cathedral. The saint has no duties at this hour and should be found in her chambers. The gates are locked. But if you use that key that you have there...
Then
Got it.
I'll be able to see Vanille.
Yes.
For some plot stuff.
Just thinking that I might get to see the saint smile again fills my heart with nothing but joy and happiness.
Oh, well, this is its own quest, so we do get something for this. Which is a Paladin Outfit, a little bit of money. I would have liked some stats, but that's okay. And a Fragment Crystal, which is one of those meaningless accessories. They're adornments, that's what they're called. Yeah, adornments are kind of useless, I don't care. Paladin is... It doesn't come with Woppets, but it's... Oh, and we do get max HP and magic plus 6. Okay, so that was definitely a good use of our time. Now the question is side quest information. Aha! Alright. So there's reason to hope we can sneak in and see if this would be perfect. Or perhaps not. Okay. I'm calling this a win. We needed to get in here to see... We needed to do all this stuff at night to get this quest with, what's her name? But in order to actually get into Cathedral, it has to be day. So, the 2200 to 0600 was the stretch of time in which we needed to acquire the key, but we can't use it until after 6. So this is actually fine. Wait, I think. Hold on a second. Quests. Side quests. Things that have lost. The toy comes into contact with another dimension. Angel's Tears, Wither, Soul Seeds, the Saint's Stone. Complete. So main quests would be find the code, rights for a goddess, Hunter of Light and Shadow. So those are done. Get the girl. You have to go to Uznan for this. These ones are not done. Born from Chaos. Might be able to do that one later. Meet the Saint, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. This says 6 to 22. Is there a way for me to get past here? Do I just have to come? This is annoying. I have to do it. I have to come here while the gate is open. Okay, so I'll have to time this later. While the gate is open, I need to go through. But then while the gate is closed, I can actually meet her. So we'll find some other stuff to do because we don't want to actually just... Yeah, I've got to pass through the gate right before... To be efficient, I have to pass through the gate while it's open, and then after it's closed is when I can do the quest.
Return.
What, are you sitting on some kind of candle wax throne? What's that? Lord, shoot close up of your eye.
But jeepers, that was some showdown.
Yeah, he does like to talk.
Didn't go like I thought.
You got the worst possible score.
Okay, pop quiz. You get a special treat if you can tell me who showed Noel the Oracle Drive recording.
Well, you, because you're evil.
Guessing you?
Boy, I really underestimated the Shadow Hunter. I never expected he'd sabotage the prophecy himself.
After you went to all
Well,
that
give me my
trouble to
special
set it
treat.
up, my heart bleeds for
You gotta say, here's a special treat for
Hey,
you.
don't get me wrong. I didn't want it to go down any more than you. I'm happy it didn't. The world in that
Then why did you
prophecy
give him the
wasn't real.
what?
It was just a pretty fake. Like this god of
Like your
yours,
breasts.
Vanille. You know he's not omniscient. There are some things even he can't see.
Things he can't see.
He has no idea why Herman's head got
Things
canceled.
like this.
Oh, you're
And she
sharp as
slashes
a
her boobs.
knife, aren't you?
Sorry, I don't know why
When
I'm
did you
on
get
boobs
to know
today, but-
so much about things? Still, I wonder if God knows his servant has her own agenda.
You don't know what you're
Well,
talking
he designed our
about.
bodies. He must know about my lady parts. Oh, agenda. I remember in middle school there was this kid who just loved using phrases that had the word agenda in it and then tittering manically because he thought it sounded a lot like the word vagina. It was middle school humor, and it has stuck with me over the years. Oh, check it out, the God Vision, the TV set down there. I believe we've made enough progress to affect this tree of story advancement here. Yeah. Every time you come here, you gotta hope you get another thing to sprout, because that means you have bought more time to do all the side quests before the end game. Day 3, 6 days to the end. I think it's 12 days total if you unlock all the optional days. It is a weird game in structure.
Well, it's that time again.
Time to bake the donuts. Time for some boring exposition. Yeah, the way this game kind of works is you get as you do side quests and save souls and earn EP points and whatnot, you unlock additional time. I think it's only the main story quests that actually unlock additional time. If you have done below a certain threshold of quests, the end game quest doesn't happen, and you just get game over and a bad end. And I don't know that it's worth trying to showcase that, because I think you can look it up. And I might just look it up and show it somehow, like someone else's footage. But basically, you just get a game over, but you get to restart. This game has a New Game Plus mode, which, more so than other Final Fantasy XIII games, you're actually encouraged to use. Because if you play through the game and get to the end and you get game over, and you didn't save the world, you start again. All the quests that you've already done are reset, so you can do them over again. But you keep the quest rewards as far as, I think in New Game Plus, and I've never actually done it, but in New Game Plus, I think you get your, your equipment you've unlocked, and more importantly, you get the stats that you've boosted. This game also has a very strange mechanic, which is why I thought about just having my Let's Play be a New Game Plus, where I'd already won the game once, and I'll just show you guys the story and make things fairly easy for myself. And the main reason I didn't do that, this game also has an extinction mechanic where you can wipe out species of enemies so that they do not reappear. It's actually quite interesting because you fight a, quote, Omega version, which is this weird glowing purple version of a regular enemy, which has super stats and is a boss. And you get a special item weapon for defeating them. And certain enemies, you only have to beat like less than 10 of them. There's like really high-end enemies that you'd have to hunt them down to find them. They're not something that's really going to pop up and attack you in normal spaces. Like the Juggernaut enemy, I think I wiped them out. Certain types of dragons. There's a big Cyclops enemy, which is one of the few enemy designs that I saw that I didn't recognize from prior games in the Xbox 360, PS3 era. But other enemies like Niblets, will just keep spawning. I think you can wipe them out, but you'd have to beat like well over 100 of them, I think, normally before they're considered extinct. It's a weird mechanic, but because of that, certain enemies weren't going to appear in the game, and that just felt strange, so I didn't want to do a New Game Plus. Blah, blah, blah. I guess what I'm getting at is that when we come back next time, I kind of got to decide where to go, and because of the way I'm recording the series, I'd be curious to see what your guys' thoughts are in the comments, but by the time this is public, I will have already made a decision. I think we might go back to, well, you know, we can go meet the Savior any old time, Saint Veneel. I could go back to that town and just start in on, getting to meet Vanille and also doing other side quests, like there's a dragon we got to defeat at some point. But also, I think we go back to that place, like we reappear wherever we were. We'd have to take a train to go elsewhere. So I guess next time we'll do a little chatting with Hope, and then we're going back to that town anyway. So we'll see if there's enough there to keep me interested, or if we just end up going to somewhere else.